Alys. It's lovely to see you. Would you mind introducing yourself and telling us a bit about who you are, what you're doing, and what you've been doing for the association?
Yeah, of course. So my name's Alice, and I currently work for Bryn Zion Baptist Church, Aberdeen, in the area of youth and community. And I've been working for them since February of this year. And last year, so February 2019, I took on the internship programme run by the Baptist Association and by Bryn Zion. And I did that for a year.
Fantastic. So what was it like doing an internship for the Baptist Association and for South Wales Baptist Association in particular?
It was a bit scary to begin with because I was a little bit sort of clueless on what I would really be doing. But as the year went on, it sort of all unfolded. And I was specifically in the areas of youth and community, which is a good thing that I work in that area now. But it just really helped me prepare and equip for the role that I now do. When I first heard about the internship, I was sat in a membership meeting at our church, and the Baptist Association had spoke to Bryn Zion about this opportunity. And I remember listening to our pastor, Pastor Ian Shane, about it, and my heart was racing, and I just felt like God was saying to me, you need to do this. And I was thinking of all the logical reasons that I couldn't at the time. And I didn't really know what it entailed, but I just knew that it was something God wanted me to do. And then over the course of the year then, I just loved it. I thought it was an absolute privilege to be able to spend my time doing what I love and what I believe God had called me to do. It was an amazing opportunity to just have that time, which I think is invaluable, to explore ministry, to work more in the area of youth that I loved, and also the area of community that I previously had very little experience in.
So can you share with us some of what you did? What were some of the highlights of actual projects that you did and the outcomes of them?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was already doing leading the youth at Bryn Zion. So when I took on the youth side of it, that just gave me this amazing opportunity of time to prepare. So I didn't have to be in work 5 days a week and then run into church on a Friday night. But actually I got that absolute amazing opportunity to prepare on Fridays for the evening and for what I was going to share with the young people. But what really stood out to me was the community, because that was something I had no previous experience with. But one of the projects that I undertook in my internship was a Couch to 5K running group called Making Strides. And we just advertised it on Facebook and said that we would be doing this as a church. I was a very keen runner, so I thought it was a great opportunity, because when you're running, you often chat to people. And about 15 women came along to this Couch to 5K, and some women from church, but lots of women with no previous church connections. And actually one of the ladies who came along is now a regular attendee of Bryn Zion Baptist Church and gave her heart to the Lord after coming to church from the running group, which was just amazing. It was a great sort of testimony to something as simple as a community running group actually brought somebody to the Lord.
It's great, all those initiatives, isn't it? It's having the space and the time to just come alongside people and listen to their story and engage in ways that are just everyday ways of being.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. And what's been happening within the youth group itself?
Oh, so when I started, and it's not all about numbers, but when I started helping on the youth, that was before the internship. There was 4 of them and me, and I hadn't been a Christian long, and I used to think I have no idea what to do other than to share about Jesus. So that's what I did. And then when I got the opportunity to do the internship, I had this amazing time, like I said, that I could prepare, I could pray for them. And now we've got about 28 regular attendants are our youth group, and that's just absolutely grown, but not just in number, but to see the young people growing spiritually and to be able to sort of pastor them in that area and to listen to them and to spend time these days on Zoom, but previously going out for a coffee with them, you know, meeting with their parents, just chatting to them about everyday life and how Jesus fits in and how he cares about every detail of their everyday life. So that's been amazing as well.
Oh, wonderful stories, aren't they? So tell me, were there any struggles as you took on the internship and you started this whole new way of being?
I think the biggest struggle for me personally was taking on the internship initially. So when it was advertised, it was maybe for somebody who was coming out of school or university. And at the time, I was engaged, about to buy a house, and working full time as a podiatrist. So I didn't fit into any of those categories. But I remember reading a specific scripture and feeling the Lord really speak to me, and it was from Luke 5 verses 27 and 28. And Jesus is talking to Levi, the tax collector. And it says that Levi got up, left everything, and followed Jesus. And I just knew that that was my biggest obstacle, was the practicality of taking on an internship in the middle of my life and giving up quite a significant financial income. But I knew it was from the Lord. So once I got over that obstacle and the Lord really spoke to me, then I just loved it. I loved every minute, really. And yeah, I would encourage anybody who was thinking about exploring ministry, that, you know, time is so precious, but taking that year out where I did all sorts of things. I ran an after-school family club. I went into the primary schools, which I'd never done before, and had these amazing opportunities. And God really worked through them and helped to direct me into the next steps, which was my job.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, what a step of faith for you. But how God has blessed that step of faith, it's just wonderful. So this might be a bit of a no-brainer question, but would you encourage somebody to do an internship with the association if an opportunity arose?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd encourage all 28 of my young people to do it if I was given the choice.
So you better pull their socks up and start finding some opportunities for your 28.
Absolutely. I know some of them do seriously talk about it, which is amazing to see. They've seen how God has worked through this internship. But it's just having that freedom and the support to be able to explore different areas of ministry and to meet people like yourself. You know, I come from Aberdeen and I went to Bryn Zion Baptist Church. It's the only church I've been to since I became a Christian. So it's a great opportunity for connections as well, with seeing that you're part of God's bigger plan, not just the immediate, but actually a part of something so much bigger in what the Baptist Association is doing all over South Wales, but and the rest of the UK.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for spending time with us today. On behalf of the association, we want to say a huge thank you to you. You have done an amazing work up at Bryn Zion. We appreciate it's all with God's help and with God's blessing. But you know, from our perspective, we are just so grateful to you for having taken that step of faith, and the work that you have thrown your whole self and your heart into. Your passion just beams through you. So thank you, Alys, on behalf of the association, for having done the internship with us and for sharing this morning what that has meant for you.